I've missed 2 weeks of Saving Sunday, probably en route to miss 3. Ultra Supervillain Goku Black has dropped in Dragon Ball Legends. We previously just had Legend Bardock. A lot's going wrong for a lot of us. Our CC is going down, not up. The anniversary starts literally in a month, at the end of May going into June. There's a lot of problems right now. We're probably gonna get at least one more release before the anniversary. What do we do with our Chrono Crystals? A lot of people have been asking me this, and it's not easy times. It's not looking good, bruv. And even with me, if you've seen my summoning video, but I'm gonna give you an explanation for my situation, and then I'll also give you some general advice, and you could probably take the advice I'm taking. It's not looking good for a lot of us, let's just say that. I'm not even doing no heavy edits in this video. Enjoy the gameplay in the back. If your brain can't stay stimulated for the whole video just listening to me speak, that's tough. But for the guys that can, this will be useful. Right, so let's start with, I think it's 2 weeks ago now. It's the weekend of the Battle Hour. Battle Hour was on Saturday and Sunday. Sunday was when all the big events were happening. In the Dragon Ball Super panel, they revealed Xenoverse 3, etc, etc. Now, I obviously wasn't at home. For one, I'm in Los Angeles. I live in London, and flying over to Los Angeles is like a 12-hour flight. It could be upwards to 14. And being at the event itself, I'm not at home to record anything. Even if I was at the place where I was staying, I wasn't there. So what I did prepare was a audio recording predicting how many Chrono Crystals I'd be on during that Sunday. Around that time, before I got to LA, I got to LA on Thursday and I left on Tuesday. So around that Sunday, I'll put the date on the screen or something, I had about 20,000 Chrono Crystals. But I did say on stream prior, if you come into my streams or you watch my live streams, I did say that I would be spending my CC in LA because I plan to get some content in some way, shape or form. I did actually get some content, but I'm just not a big fan of the way it turned out, so I probably won't use it. I still do have some clips of me like summoning with strangers and things like that, and I also summoned a bunch with like Virgil. I pulled 2 copies of Bardock. One's on stream. There's actually the clip on my channel when I was doing the IRL stream, but the connection was bad in the venue. So I went from like 20k CC to like 8k CC over the Battle Hour weekend, and you didn't get a Saving Sunday that week. For one, my CC was low. For 2, I was too busy. For 3, if I was editing anything, I was editing the clips that you've probably seen on the channel, the clips of Geppy, Omatsu, Ken, Toshi, Tani. I was asking all the producers who their favorite fusion is. I'll post a full video of that as well because they're just shorts and TikToks. I'll post a full video where it's like landscape because I have the proper recording as well. So just wait out for that. I'm almost done with it, I'm not gonna lie. But outside of that, I had 8k CC 2 weeks ago. So yeah, that was my Saving Sunday week 1 that I missed out. Now that we just passed another Sunday, and today on the day I'm recording this and posting this, it's Wednesday, I'm going to talk about the Sunday that just passed, or like 3 days ago, 4 days ago, however you want to see it. So 3 days ago, from the previous week, I had about 8k, 10k CC, and then I saved for the whole week, still doing the free-to-play thing. Just note though, I did say that when I stopped being free-to-play, or I didn't technically stop, but I was like, oh, once we reached a certain point, if there's a character I really like, I will just spend to get them. But I'm not doing this thing where I spend every single period and try to get every single character. No, there's specific characters that if they catch my eye for whatever reason, I will spend, because I'm just trying to enjoy the game at the point I'm at right now. I'm more of a casual player. I'll spend if I feel like it's necessary for me. Anyways, I had about 14,000 CC by the time we got to Rosé's release, right? So this Sunday, I would have had about 13,000 Chrono Crystals. The only reason I didn't record a Saving Sunday is because I was unwell. And it wasn't even the fact that I was unwell because of the traveling. In LA, I was sleeping about 4 to 6 hours every single night, and 6 hours is generous. On top of the fact that it was probably disturbed sleep, and we're getting up, moving, I'm talking to people, high energy, I'm pumped, I'm excited, because obviously all the Dragon Ball stuff is going on. So that alone probably is a big reason why I got unwell. I wouldn't say I was eating bad, I was eating pretty well. And then getting back, I'm jet lagged. I thought jet lag was fake, I'm not gonna lie. I've traveled a bunch. I've been to New York, LA before, and I never got jet lagged in those experiences. But this one, probably because I didn't sleep on the flight. I slept like maybe 1 hour on each flight, so going there and coming back. Like I said, it's a 10 to upwards of 14-hour flight from London to LA. Jet lag absolutely destroyed me. I was thinking, yeah, this thing is real. I thought it was fake. Guys just pretending, or maybe I'm I'm just a superhuman, but this time it got me. But then on top of that, I thought I would get back on Tuesday, so my flight was actually on a Tuesday, but because of the time difference, I didn't really consider that I'd actually be back on Wednesday. And when I got back, I slept the whole of Wednesday pretty much. I stayed up for a lot of the night because I was working on videos and things like that. Then got up at like a late hour on Thursday, had to go to a concert on the same Thursday because I booked tickets in advance with my friend, and then basically stayed out the whole night as well with her and her friends. And then I got home late and slept late again. Then I went out the next day as well, which made me lose more sleep. So I just got unwell off of not sleeping basically, and I've been ill Saturday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Monday I barely recovered for the Rosé reveal, and I'm still not exactly 100% now, but like I'm good enough to record, I'm good enough to you know, stream and things like that, but I'm still in the recovery process, so chill on me for that. But yeah, that's why I missed the second saving Sunday, but I'll probably get one out this week. But there's a lot of gimmicks anyways. Now, I'm not gonna lie, regarding Ultra Supervillain Rosé, this guy messed me up. I gotta drop all the gimmicks. This Saving Sunday thing's meant to be a free-to-play stretch, so I meant to say free-to-play, but Rosé absolutely nuked me. I spent 14,000 Chrono Crystals, didn't get one copy of him, and then I had to buy 2 packs of 16k CC, ran out my pockets, and I still went to the PE. That's outrageous. Sorry? 40k CC basically and not one copy. That's outrageous. That's never happened to me in my whole 8 years of Dragon Ball Legends. How disrespectful. But whatever, I wanted him, I got him. Can't say I'm the happiest about it, but it does mess up a lot regarding the Saving Sunday. Right now I still have a bit of CC in my account. I have like 6k, 7k, and I've obviously been grinding the CC that they dropped from the events and whatnot. But it's a bummer that I wasn't able to get him through just the free-to-play CC I had. But it does mess up the Saving Sunday, and the big talk is now, what are we going to do going forward for the anniversary? Because Rosé, I have him, so I guess I can start saving from now, but a lot of you guys do want him. A lot of you guys spent all your CC, a lot of you guys spent all your CC and didn't get him. If you did get him, you're in a similar situation to me, but there's all these questions I've been getting which I really do want to address in this video, so let's do that right now. So the biggest scenario that's most likely the case, you were saving but you ended up summoning and then you absolutely got destroyed, which means you have no CC. You have two options. You can either start saving for the anniversary, and by the time the anniversary starts, the Rosé banner will still be there, so you can make a choice whether part 1 or Rosé is more valuable to you. I should just also point out that there's most likely going to be a power creep, so even if you don't like whatever part 1 is, they will probably still be better units as long as the kit don't get fumbled. So saving is probably in your best option, even if you really want Rosé right now, unless you don't care about anything, and at that point the advice I'm giving in this video is pretty much useless. I'm not gonna lie, you're gonna summon anyways. So really and truly, I advise just saving, or you just keep throwing stones against the wall hoping that you get Rosé, and if you get Rosé, you can completely forget about his banner because they've even given you a free amount of Z power. You can get him to 7 stars for free, which is obviously beneficial. So I'd recommend, if you did summon, just get lucky. But you can't, you know, force your luck. You don't know if you're gonna pull him unless you're near pity or something, then that's a whole different conversation. I'd advise just getting to the pity if you're really close. Otherwise, just save and let the anniversary part 1 really dictate what's to your preference, because part 1 might not even be to your liking. A lot of people didn't care about SSB Vegeta last year. They did care about UI Goku, but then the hype went down because of the leaks and whatnot, so they weren't too moved, but they were still obviously looking to get the units. It could be a similar situation this year, God forbid obviously, but just considering factors, you don't know what's going to happen, so waiting is also in the cards, and I would not say against that. Waiting is a good option. So if you got shafted, if you're close to pity, you might as well just full send it and get the pity. If you're not close to pity, saving is the best choice, and then deciding what's your favorite thing based on the part 1 units, which will happen to be revealed at the end of May, or the Rosé unit because you probably want him to based on this video existing. Now let's say you beat the system and you got Rosé. Just forget about the banner. You've got 1 copy, you're good. Get him to 7 stars and just go on about your day. Having him is enough, I'm telling you. He does a lot of damage, and given you have just 1 or 2 other meta units, you will be absolutely fine until the anniversary starts, especially if you have Bardock, especially because Bardock's just an unkillable force right now. A lot of people underestimate him, but he's really that, bruh. So just Bardock and Rosé will keep you alive. Even if you have Rosé and Super Vegeta will keep you alive, you will be fine. So if you have the 1 copy, you don't need to do more than that. I'm telling you, you will be good. Just get him to the 7 stars with the free Z power, and you probably have maybe God Vegeta as well, who's actually pretty good, and Trunks is a good support as well. Solid all round for the guys that got him, so you guys are safe. Otherwise, maybe listen to the next segment. Now this is for the people that haven't done anything yet. So let's say you were saving your CCs, you're strict with the saving Sundays, right? And you still have your CCs, you haven't pulled the trigger on anything, which means that you've probably got upwards of 10k CC somehow. Just keep saving. Keep saving. I implore you to keep saving, because if you've already held on this far, you've got good discipline, and that means you can hold on. You know, it wasn't a unit that you wanted to die for, and that's completely fine. But if you still somewhat want the unit, just wait. I beg you, just wait. Just wait until the end of May, so that the 8th anniversary starts rolling out and you find out who it is, because this ban is going to be here until June 3rd or something. So you've got time. You've got time. Like, you've held your CC already. What's another 20 more days? You know, you can do it. You know, live through people, watch videos, watch your friends play. You'll be all right. Trust me, bro. Trust me, just trust me, bro. You'll be good. You'll be good. You've already saved, you know, you can keep going. I know you're strong. You're stronger than all of us. I'll tell you that. At this point, you might as well just keep saving. If you were gonna summon, you would have pulled the trigger already. But if you're getting bodied in PvP and you feel like you have to summon, still don't summon. Just stop playing PvP. I swear. Because once those anniversary units drop, if it's something crazy, you will wish you listened. So if you're strong, keep being strong. If you aren't strong, you know, depending on how close you pit you are, you make the decision, like I said earlier. But these are for the guys that, you know, didn't pull the trigger yet. So I'm telling you guys, still don't pull the trigger. And finally, I guess I can post a guide to get CC. I'll probably post one at the start of May, because that's like the really last minute saving moment. It won't be anything new, but I'll try to give some tips and advice so you guys can do your best for the last however 20-30 days that we would have left at that point. Besides from that, just good luck, I guess. And I apologize for me myself even slipping up, because, you know, I'm only human. I would even say I slipped up. I saw Rosé, he's a collector's item for me. For me, it's not about the meta. For me, it's simply the fact that he's not something that we typically get. A collab with another game and it's actually banging and he's OP. Him being OP is a big add-on, but just the fact that it's a collab, if it was a game originals, I would have just pulled. You know, I don't even care about having him high stars. I just wanted 1 copy. They forced me to pity, but that shows you how much I actually wanted this character. So yeah, and I'm not even a Goku Black Rosé type of guy, you know, not at all, you know. So he moved me so much that I had to be like, I understand it now. I understand it now. So yeah, I'm not even gonna do an outro. Pretty much all the info I can give you for now. I will post more videos. I'm trying to get more consistent because I've been inconsistent for a long time because I've been prioritizing other things. But the battle hour was a lot of fun, so Dragon Ball's got me in a buzz right now. And hopefully going into the anniversary of Dragon Ball Legends is actually pretty hyped too. I hope it continues to maintain this level. There should be a little dry period right before the anniversary, but that's expected. So yeah, you guys good luck. Hopefully something I said in this video was valuable to you. And on top of that, generally speaking, thank you guys for watching, and we'll see what happens looking forward. Take care, guys.
Down you go. Perhaps I should have toned it down a little more.